Gemini, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, so we have your energy, the 10 of Pentacles, okay. Your person, the Knave of Pentacles in reverse. They're a little bit hesitant here. All right, they're viewing you as the Queen of Cups in reverse. They're worried that this is not that you're gonna disappoint them, maybe that they're gonna disappoint you, or you don't want to give emotionally to this. What you're not seeing is the Three of Cups. This could be somebody around you, like a secret admirer. And we see the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so let this person come to you, Gemini. And we see the World in reverse. Some of you might be at a distance, or you could just have really different backgrounds. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius energy. But for a lot of my gems, I'm getting this is a secret admirer. And you might be in the process of wrapping something up here. You know, maybe a divorce or a separation or something like that. But I don't feel that way. I feel more so with the 10 of Pentacles, like you are just money, Gemini. Like you are in such a high vibration, stable, confident, you know, surrounded by friends and family. You basically have everything you need. You're in a really good spot. And I think this person's just a little bit intimidated, right? Let's see. And we see the Five of Wands. Some of you are feeling a little bit conflicted about this person. Okay, maybe because there's distance, and that could be physical distance or it could be emotional distance. Some of my Geminis, you've got a lot going on. Your energy's a little bit scattered right now. I mean, you might own your own business. You might have family obligations. You might have a lot going on in your social life, as most Geminis do, right? But the Five of Wands tells me too, like you might have a few different people that are interested in you, okay? Because again, you're the 10 of Pentacles. You're marriage material. You're sexy. You're attractive. You're stable. Now you're viewing this person though as the 10 of Cups. Now, for one of my Geminis, both of you could be married, okay? But that's not. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like for a lot of you, you see this person, you and this person could be really happy in a relationship, but you're a little conflicted because you're wondering, why are you not coming towards me? Why are you not asking me out? I've given you all the green lights, right? Let's see how you're viewing the relationship. Hermit in reverse. You want answers. I feel like this is something that makes you feel a little bit nervous or a little bit, I don't want to say insecure, but it's kind of like you know they like you. And I feel like you've given them the green light. And you're like, well, come on with it. I just want to know. I want to know where this is going. I want to know if you really like me. I want to know if we're compatible. You know, are we good in bed together? Things like that. With the Knight of Pentacles, your energy, though, is slow and steady. Well, it's actually their energy, sorry. Your energy is slow and steady, but I feel like their energy as well is like they're taking their time because they either need more information or this is kind of similar to the Libra reading. And if you have Libra in your chart, you might want to check that out. It was similarly a high vibrational or seemingly high vibrational energy where they have somebody that was just felt like they're a little bit out of their league and a secret admirer, but you know, they're coming in. But I do think your person is coming in. I just think they're a slower moving energy and they're nervous because again, you're 10 of Pentacles, but you clearly hold this person in high regard. You clearly see them as 10 of Cups, happiness, somebody that would get along well with your friends and your family. All right, so let's go ahead and see, you know, somebody who would fit really nicely into your life. Somebody you could build a future with, somebody you'd be happy with. All right, so let's go to the Oracle deck. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my gems, please. All right, transformational relationship. I think this is a really strong indication, Gemini, that this relationship will transform. Surround yourself with good people and you'll find that previously unimaginable horizons will open up to you. Okay, and I actually think that this is we get eclipse energy, that this relationship will transform. It may transform your life, but stand your ground. I feel like this is it though. And like I said, check out the Libra reading if you feel called to, or you have Libra placements, or you're dealing with a Libra or something. because there's a similar energy going on here. But stand your ground, hold your own power, and never give it away. Not everyone is there to support you. I feel like my Geminis, I mean, there may be people around you that aren't supportive of this connection or not supportive of your success or whatever, but to hell with them, right? But the stand your ground is like, some of my Geminis, you don't want to overextend. You know, you want this person to come to you, not because you're playing games and not because you're insecure, but it feels like you've taken this as far as you can. And now it's they need to act. And you need to see if this person can step to you, okay? Or step up. So that's the message I'm getting there. And we get celebrate. I think you're going to be happy. I think there's going to be celebration here. Stop finding holes in your success or a reason to undermine it. You deserve to celebrate yourself and your accomplishments. Absolutely. And some of my gems, you're about to get a lot of money or a raise or promotion if you're not already in that energy. And at the bottom of the deck here, we see do not force solutions. So not everything can be fixed. Such times you have to let it die and let there be a new beginning. Now, I don't feel like that's the message. I feel like don't force solutions is the strongest message coming through here. You can't force this. And you might want to, and I can see it's aggravating you, right? I can see it's frustrating you. But your advice here is Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You've taken this as far as you should or you can. They need to take action towards you. And I think they will. It feels like they're a slow burner here. And my gems, that can drive you crazy. All right, so they're nervous, they're anxious. This person is around you, double 3 of cups. This is a friend, this is a coworker, a neighbor, somebody you see out and about in the community somewhere. I feel like you two are very happy when you two are together. They bring you joy and vice versa. They've already made the decision here, Gemini, that they want to invest in the Queen of Cups, but they're protective of their feelings and their emotions. They may have been burned in the past or they're just kind of sensitive. But the Queen of Cups, she's coming up with creative solutions here. She's watching you. She's very emotionally in tune with you. And this person is going to make you a love offer, but they're going to be doing it in their time. Now, Queen of Cups energy in reverse. This person might be a little bit worried that you're not going to love them back, okay? Or maybe they're a little bit worried that they're kind of intense is what I'm getting. And so, you know, they don't want this to be imbalanced or, you know, lack intensity. All right, the Devil card. This person stresses and obsesses about you. Now, this person might also be a little bit worried, Gemini, that you work a lot. So there might be, you know, distance because of schedules or if you travel a lot for work. Yeah, King of Cups in reverse. For some of you, they might be worried about a previous relationship that you had. I don't know if they know your ex or something like that. That's just like for one of you out there. But the King of Cups in reverse, again, I just kind of feel like this person's a little bit worried that like also that this is going to be like a love them and leave them, or like they're worried about love bombing. Now, I don't know if that's because they've somehow seen that pattern in you or your relationships, or it's most likely one they've experienced and they're worried they don't want to experience that again. Okay, so we see the 3 of Pentacles. They see you as compatible, on the same page. You know, and again, maybe you work together and they're worried about that interfering with work or affecting your jobs. Again, it might also be work scheduling. You know, one or both of you working high work hours or opposite schedules or traveling a lot. So this person is definitely doing a lot of thinking here. Now we see the Knight of Cups in reverse. Again, they're on shaky ground. They fantasize about you. They're taking their time because they're not sure yet, Gemini. And again, I don't feel like the message is they're not sure about you. I feel like they haven't fully committed to how they're going to tell you or how they're going to ask you out. I feel a little bit of your frustration. Because I know my Geminis, like, you like to know, you know, and you don't like to necessarily, I mean, do you ruminate on things? Absolutely. Do you overthink things? Absolutely. But I feel like you also kind of, like, when you know, and you like to move forward with it. So, you know, they might be slightly driving you crazy here. But you're not crazy. They like you, and they need to come towards you, and I think they know it. Okay, so we see Priest energy. So you don't have to worry about this person being a player. This person facilitates spiritual commitments. I feel like this is the type of person that likes to have relationships. That's what I'm getting. Not so much like a play or dating around. And we see the mystic coming out in reverse. Okay, so I don't think that they have a delusional rapport with the divine. I don't get that so much. Maybe this person isn't super spiritual. Okay, they could be a little bit dogmatic in their beliefs or a little bit rigid. And that doesn't necessarily mean they're spiritual beliefs, right? Like, they could be a Capricorn or something. Don't tell the Capricorns I said that. I love my Capricorns. Any Capricorns out there listening? No, but I'm just kidding. Like, what I mean is that, I just feel like this person could be just a little bit rigid in the way that they do things. And they're like somebody who, they need to see it to believe it type energy, right? And they might, even though I think you've given them all the information about you liking them, it's like they need just a little bit more reassurance, some empirical evidence, right? All right. I don't know why it's tickling me so much, but it is. Because it feels like I'm lighthearted, because it feels like there's going to be that lighthearted energy between the two of you, if there isn't already. Okay, let's see how they're viewing you, Gemini. All right, so we see father energy in reverse. So I don't think they see you as dictatorial control or abusive authority. But I do think this person, I think this person is intense and very devoted. And I'm not saying that you've given them any reason to believe that you're not the same, but they do worry about that, okay? And most likely because they've been burned in the past, okay? And they see you as a healer, a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, an ability to help transform pain into healing. So some of my Geminis, you are healers. For others of you, I mean, like when they are around you, it's not only fun and exciting, but it's also very calming for their nervous system. And that's why they're going to be around you again, the Three of Cups. I mean, this could be asking you out on another date. This could be, getting close to you in a social situation or at work. The Three of Cups. There could be some gossip around this connection as well, because this is the hidden position. Okay. And we see Empress energy, so third party. There's, and I'm wondering too, because this person is a little bit worried, Gemini, that you're going to be like, love them and leave them. Because again, they're very devoted. This is a relationship person, and they're quite intense. And for a lot of my gems, I feel like they are projecting from the past, but there might be some gossip about like your love life that made them fear that like, oh, Gemini, Gemini's a player, or Gemini's like a love them and leave them type. But they're moving on from that, and they're opening up emotionally to you. So they could be moving on from some sort of third party, but I actually feel there may have been some gossip that created a delay or a detour. Now, we did just come out of Mercury retrograde in Pisces, so maybe they saw or they heard something, or somebody purposely gossiped about you or your love life that made them think, uh-oh, Gemini could be risky for me. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, though, is like, you are not here to control the narrative, like what's going on behind your back, what people are saying or how somebody perceives you, right? Like, you just do you, and you're doing fantastic, Gemini. So, and I also think you've given this person, all the green lights to come forward. All right. And we see the Six of Cups in reverse. Something from the past here could be holding them back, but there's going to be a breakthrough. They're coming towards you, Cancerian energy, and it's going to surprise you. It's going to shock the shit out of you, Gemini. And we see the Eight of Swords, but this person is definitely in their head, obsessed, nervous. But the best part is they're going to tell you, okay? They're going to come towards you. I love that. All right, so let's see what else my Geminis need to know about this person. Be prepared to be surprised. What else do my Geminis need to know about this person? Okay, so some of you, now my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. So maybe this person has dealt with people who are love them and leave them, people who are runners, okay, and they're sick of that. Because again, this person is coming off as very devoted, the relationship type. Okay, things are changing. Maybe you're making them feel like there's hope or that things could be different. All right, and they are a little bit afraid of love. So that's a repeat message. They do really care about you. They have very, very sweet feelings for you, Gemini. Okay. All right, let's see. Anything else my Geminis need to know here, please? What else do my Geminis need to know about this person? What else do my Geminis need to know about this person? Okay. So married, I mean, maybe they were married before. I mean, it is possible you're both married or something like that, but I don't think so. I feel like this is just this is an echo of the message of this person liking long-term, stable, committed relationships, and that's how they love, okay? And we see they're religious, so we did kind of get that, okay? And we get health conscious, so none of those are bad things, and they're accomplished. I mean, they do have a lot to offer here. All right, Gemini, let's see what else we need to know about this person or this connection. What else do my Geminis need to know about this person or this connection, please? All right. This one person is giving too much in this relationship. Again, I feel like Gemini, you've kind of done all you can, right? Or you've gotten to a point where if you move forward, you're going to be the one doing all the emotional labor, and you don't want to do that, okay? This rejection is actually divine protection. If you're feeling a little rejected right now, wondering why they're not coming towards you, it's meant to be that way, okay? Some distance is bringing clarity, and everything happens for a reason. But I actually feel like, again, this person needed to go through this. And I also think you needed to hold back and live your life, celebrate your own accomplishments, not force any type of solution, because you're going to know, Gemini, by doing this, that they really want you. Okay, they're not coming towards you because they're flattered. They're not coming towards you because they're lonely. You know, they're not coming towards you because other people think you should or shouldn't be together. I feel like this is like the proof here where you know without them having to tell you, because their actions speak louder than words, how they really feel about you. All right. So let's see what this person would like to say to you. All right. What does this person want to say to you at the ego level? What do they want to say to you? I don't want to know. Okay, so part of them doesn't want to know, about other options, or, there's that fear energy, right? There's that Eight of Swords, like, oh gosh, I don't want to know if Gemini's going to accept me. I don't want to know if Gemini loves me. I don't want to know if Gemini is sleeping with somebody else right now. All right, I regret lying to you. Now, I haven't gotten that anywhere in this reading. Okay, but it could be that they misrepresented themselves. It could be obviously that they lied to you in some capacity, but more so I feel like this person regrets not telling you how they felt earlier. And I left when I saw you with someone. There may have been gossip, Gemini, about you, and especially during this past Mercury retrograde, although it could have been at any point in time. This person maybe thought you were dealing with somebody else. Okay, whether you were or not, that might have spooked them, or somebody told them that you were not available, or you were I do get that there's like gossip here, and maybe someone's like, oh yeah, Gemini's a player, or Gemini's always sleeping around, or Gemini is is dating someone, and it may not have been, like, none of that may be true. All right, so again, I think they're going to shock you with what was said to them or what they thought about something that they may have misunderstood. So just be prepared for that. All right. So what they would like to say to you that they might not be able to articulate is maybe we're just too different. That's them kind of making excuses as to, maybe why they don't want to come forward just yet, or again, as a result of gossip. Okay. And I'm a better person because of you, but there's something here that they've learned because of this. And I also think there's something that they really look up to about you, Gemini. But I need more time to figure things out. That I truly believe, because they're that slow burner energy. And maybe they need to get to the bottom of something that somebody said or something they saw. Okay, because I do feel like something stopped them in their tracks. All right, let's see. Okay, so their future actions towards you, Empress energy in reverse. I think they're going to be confronting a third party, not like a romantic rival. I mean, it could be, but I think they're going to be confronting someone who may have said something bad about you, Gemini, or may have said, Gemini is, always sleeping around, and that may not be true. But they were like, ooh, I don't know. Because again, this person's a real relationship person. Okay, coming in with a love offer. But not just yet. All right, and the Sun card. I kind of feel like you might be a little bit disappointed. They're not going to take action yet, but they might be talking to somebody about this connection, somebody who may have tried to sabotage it or their view of you. But we see the Star card, Aquarius energy coming through here, which tells me that don't give up hope or faith. I think you're going to get what you want. It's going to surprise you. I think it's also going to surprise you what's been going on in the background here, Gemini, okay, with somebody else, and maybe somebody talking bad about you. All right, so just be aware of that, or somebody trying to interfere in this connection. Something stopped this person in their tracks, but not for long, okay? And again, it could have just been Mercury retrograde, right? But something stopped this person in their tracks. So let's see, Gemini, your advice and guidance here, please. Advice and guidance for my Geminis. Observe. Right now, all you have to do is observe. You don't have to interpret anything. Say what you mean what you say. You already know what's true. Speaking isn't about control, it's about integrity. Again, you don't also need to prove to anybody who you are. If somebody believes gossip about you, that's on them. I mean, you can say it's not true, but you don't have to over-explain it either. Because, when somebody knows who you really are, they know what to believe and what not to believe. But again, but on a side note, you already know what's true. Speaking isn't about control, it's about integrity. So speak up when it's in alignment with your integrity. But remember, you don't have to explain yourself to somebody, okay? Necessarily. Unless you have reason to. No, but you know what I'm trying to say. All right, pause before you act. Give yourself space before responding. That's not to avoid, okay? But again, you might get some shocking news here, okay? So don't be in reactive mode when you respond. All right, and stay with what's certain. Anchor yourself in what you know to be true about this person and also about yourself, Gemini. And let actions answer. What someone does is already the response. But I actually think this person is getting to the heart of the matter. I think they're nervous, they're anxious, but I do feel with that Empress energy in reverse that they may even be going and giving someone a talking to, right? Or resolving their feelings or issues about somebody that was gossiping or something along those lines, okay? So, and it could also be like a friend or a parent or somebody who gave them bad advice. All right, my lovely Geminis, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.